Travel back with me and be the faces of history. It's easy. Jeeves, Manon, Gwyn, Sarah. Let's go.
Look, all I'm saying is that we've got to face facts. I mean, we can't go on like this forever, travelling around in a bus. I mean, we've got lives to lead. Friends to visit, homes to go to, jobs to apply for.
And all I'm saying is that we've had fun.
Well, maybe we'll get back together sometime, you know.
Yeah, maybe. The four of us and the bus.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Oh, I love the sea.
Hey, why don't we sleep on the beach tonight? Eh? Under the stars, like they used to do thousands of years ago.
Yeah, with a real campfire.
Yeah.
Just the thing for our last night.
Hey, what's going to happen to the bus?
She's done us proud, mind.
I'm going to miss her.
She's like an old friend.
Okay, let's not get sentimental. Come on, Reese. Ceremonial lighting of the fire.
Take this fire as our beginning and our end. We thank the earth and the skies for our gathering here.
And the bus.
Go on.
And the bus. We thank the bus. Let the flames burn. Matches.
Matches.
Oh, Gwyn, you said you broke the matches.
Great.
I'll get the
What are we supposed to do now? Rub two sticks together, is it?
Or two Boy Scouts.
Great. Absolutely brilliant.
Fire. Fire is our beginning and our end. That's good. History is all about fire, the fire in our hearts to make things better. Remember.
There is a light that we Silurians have shining in our eyes. It shines from a long, long time ago. When that sun rises over those hills in the morning, it is the same light.
It is the same light, like a flame that lights up our way through history. Through the darkness and shadow of the ages, that flame always burns in Welsh hearts, because it stands for who we are. This last story tells of when the dream of our own Wales nearly came true. Listen, then you can go and make your own history. Look to the flames. A boy, aged 14, of noble birth, on a beach in South Wales. His mother, Lady Margaret Beaufort, his uncle Jasper Tudor, and he is Henry Tudor.
My son, it is time. It is for your own safety. It is too dangerous for you to stay in Wales.
Lady Margaret, we must go.
Guard him well, Jasper.
The time is right. We will return, Lady Margaret.
God speed you both.
Tower of London 12 years later, the boy King Edward V sleeps with his younger brother. If any harm should befall this young king, his uncle Richard would claim the throne.
Uncle Jasper, how long must we stay here and rot? Are we to live in France for the rest of our lives?
I know it's hard, Henry, but you must be strong. You have royal blood flowing through your veins. The blood of Welsh princes, French kings, the rulers of Bavaria, and the kings of England. And one day that blood will lead you to your destiny, but you must be patient.
Patience, patience, patience. And what about you, Uncle? Playing nursemaid to a 26-year-old man. You've been here with me for 12 years. Are you not impatient to get back to your beloved Wales?
Yes, I long to return, Henry. To see the coast of Pembrokeshire, to breathe the air, to hear the poets singing their praises of that wonderful land. But when I return, when we return, Henry, it will be under our conditions and when the time is favorable.
And when, you old eagle, will that be?
Soon. Very soon.
I'm sorry I startled you, Your Majesty.
Dr. Lewis, I wasn't expecting you. Is anything wrong?
I've not come as your doctor, but as your friend. I have brought someone to see you. Queen Elizabeth, Lady Margaret Beaufort.
I'm so sorry. Your sons. So sorry.
Thank God. We are two people who can love and respect each other through all of this.
Ladies, shall I leave you?
No. I want you to hear what I have to say.
Please be seated.
I asked Dr. Lewis to bring us together because I have a proposition to put to you.
I have been waiting for you.
Elizabeth, over the years, the two families, you, the House of York, and I, the House of Lancaster, and our loyal friends have been fighting for the throne. Now, it must stop.
Yes, it must.
England and Wales are in turmoil. With no one leader, the worst happens. Before long, we will see the most bloody of civil wars. And we face each other, woman to woman, inside these four walls with the power to put an end to it all. The death of your sons changes everything. Richard is not the rightful heir to the throne. My son Henry is. Henry, who's been in France for years under the faithful care of Jasper Tudor, has the strongest claim to the throne.
There are those who will not support him.
But if your daughter agrees to marry Henry, then the two of us can join against Richard.
That can be arranged.
Shall we two women inside these walls light a fire of hope that will spread across the country?
Yes. Yes. If we are to recall Henry, he must have an army. The minute he sets foot on British soil, he must know he has support.
Ladies, if I may interrupt, the gateway to the English throne and to beating Richard is through Wales. If we can unlock the fire in the Welsh heart, raise their Welsh spirits through their hopes and their poverty, then believe me, Wales can lead Henry to victory.
We must contact Jasper in France.
Do it, but be careful. There are spies everywhere loyal to Richard. If he gets word of this, God knows what he will do.
Leave it to me.
For Wales, then. And the king.
Henry, you'll have to wait no longer. The time has come. This letter has arrived from Wales, from your mother.
What does it say? Let me see.
It seems that Richard has seized the throne. He's played right into our hands. Henry, we're going home.
Jasper, it says here that I should marry Queen Elizabeth's daughter to unite the claims of the houses of York and Lancaster to the throne of England. What do you think?
Do you not have royal blood? Do you not have the strongest claim to the throne of England? Henry, do you not want to be the king of all of Britain, the son of prophecy? If you marry Queen Elizabeth's daughter, the people will be on your side. And when you have the people, you have the power. Will you marry her?
Yes. Yes, I will.
He will come through Wales. The people are behind him. But we must plan well. This time we must get it right. We must get the bards to tell the people of his coming. When they listen to the bards, they hear the longings of 1,000 years.
My friends, we are all soon to be a part of a revolution that Wales has been awaiting for centuries. Freedom, my friends, is just around the corner. Look into your past, fellow Welshmen, and there you will see centuries of invasion of our soil. The Romans, with their fierce armies, battled and fought their way onto our lands, slashing resistance with their greedy swords. So keen were they to see our country become theirs, despite the brave efforts of our tribes and their leader, Caradog.
I was a leader of a nation. My people had their own language, their own way of life, but you wanted it all to satisfy the hunger of this beast you call Rome. When you had all this, why did you envy us our poor hovels?
Romans. We're not just a heap of old stones, and it will be one day. I'll still be here. The light will still be shining in my eyes.
And then, centuries later, the Normans turned their greedy attentions to our land. Not content with England, William wanted Wales.
Yes. This part here is different. They say it's not the same. But really, what's the difference? It's all land, so it's fair game, huh? They call the people Welsh. That means foreign, am I right? But it doesn't matter who they are. With my men, they'll have to fight. Till their leaders, north, south, and central bow and bend a knee. My Norman lords will teach them to be loyal to me.
For over 200 years, our armies were decimated. But still, the hardened Welsh heart resisted defeat. And then came Edward and his mighty castles.
I want Llewellyn.
Yes, Your Majesty. I can get him for you.
I can hear it in the thunder. The cries. The cries of my people. Wronged.
Everyone has his place, you see. Lords, churchmen, noblemen, and us, the poor underneath. Tied to the manor and tied to the earth.
Tied?
Tied? Well, it means we're part of Lord Grey's property. Like his pigs and his cattle. we obey him, the same as he obeys his lord, and all the way up to the King of England himself.
But this is our land, really. We're Welsh, and this is Welsh land. Welsh land.
Yes, it is. Or was. But nothing will change the way things are now.
But now is the time for change.
Over the centuries, we, the bards and poets of Wales, have kept alive a prophecy made centuries ago. Cadwaladr, the last king of the Celtic tribes, was told by God that one day Britain would once again be ruled by a Welshman. A Mab Darogan, the son of prophecy. Over the centuries, poets, princes, noblemen have all put their faith in different leaders, believing them to be the true son of prophecy. Llywelyn the Great, who over 200 years ago raised the hopes of Wales that the prophecy was to be fulfilled. It wasn't to be. Llywelyn the Last, the Eagle of Eryri, whose very name struck fear into the hearts of the advancing English army and caused the people of Wales to arm themselves and fight.
The hope of him being the son of prophecy ended in Kilmerry when the eagle was slaughtered.
Perhaps some of you are old enough to remember the time when Owain Glyndŵr set Wales alight, rekindling a flame in Welsh hearts that he was to fulfill the prophecy. But my friends, there is another. While the English are plotting, deceiving, murdering to claim the crown, Henry Tudor is at this very moment amassing an army over in France to claim the crown that is rightfully his. Now we have the opportunity to put a Welshman on the throne of England who will recognize Wales again as a nation. This is a calling to arms, my friends. When Henry Tudor arrives, we must all be ready to march against the English army. With our help, the prophecy will be fulfilled. Henry Tudor, the son of prophecy, will wear the crown of Brutus in London. To arms, fellow Welshmen! To arms!
He's here.
He's here.
He's here! He's here!
He's here. He's here. He's here.
He's marching through Wales, gathering support as he goes. 500 here, 300 there. The Welsh army is rising. And at Bosworth, yes, at Bosworth we will fight against King Richard. The prophecy will be fulfilled.
happened?
Yes. What happened to Wales?
What went wrong?
Why were we left out?
Now listen, the voices have something to say. On the winds of the past, they whisper today. Times they are a-changing. Can you hear the tolling bell? Only time knows why. Only time will tell. Brothers and sisters, daughters and sons, look to the flame, see what we've won. Fires burning brightly, rivers running red. Are those days forgotten? Are those voices dead? King Harry said he'd be our friend. Harry swore the fight would end. Harry promised everything, so bless King Harry, let us sing. God save the King. God save the King. We thought we had a leader, we saw one of our own. We made a king of Britons, a Welshman on the throne. We saw a promise kept, we felt a dream come true. The blood that sang, the blood that ran, now runs in me and you. Forget not the fire, forget not the flames. The embers remember forgotten names. Leaders with a vision, a promise from the past, of justice for our people, of Wales free at last. So listen, their voices have something to say. On the winds of the past, they whisper today. Leaders of our nation, how their thirst for freedom burned. So ask what they taught us, ask what we learned.
Thank you, you four, for letting me show you our history. Someone had to be told. For what are we without our past? And now I must leave you for the time being. It's time for you to make history yourselves, all of you.